You're watching pressure, not panic, not chaos, just pressure. Because strength doesn't need to shout to be real. Becoming confident, convinced this space should crack. That numbers and noise will be enough, and the first attacks hit the wall the way they always do. But every unit they send, every strike they commit, it isn't breaking anything. It's feeding it. You can see the moment it sets in, when confidence turns into hesitation. So they push harder, more attacks, more resources, more effort stacked on top of bad math. Fires don't start here. They start on the way out. Because this wall wasn't built for highlights. It was built for endurance. Wave after wave, the result stays the same. Because defense here isn't passive, it's patient. This is what happens when pressure meets structure, when noise meets restraint, when ego meets a wall that doesn't care. Welcome to WWC Live.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. What's up, folks? Welcome into the WWC. Who do we have out here today? Let me go to my little list because I know out here, if you're in the tube, see on my little chat that I share on the screen, that's not who was here first. Fred was here first. If you were QB12, I would think you were go. QB18 was the 10th greatest QB that played the game. So I have no idea where I'm going. I don't know where you're going with it either, Fred. You don't know QB18 was the 10th greatest QB because QB18's career just got started. Whole Crash, what's up? Welcome in, buddy. There he is, Mike Desage. Thanks again for the chords. Oh man, the chords here were amazing. Let's see. Now we got L. Scott, back number 1824. I think that's a shout out to server 1824. Cobb, welcome in. Dark Ghost, I like it. I do like it. VIP20, maybe you will. Well, you're VIP19 right now, so say to yourself, lucky. Beck, welcome in, buddy. Talk to him a little bit too. And even though I usually don't like these questions early on, that one's fantastic because the answer is very simple. No, buying Valor is horrific. Don't ask me about buying Valor. I do not do it. Not a fan. I spend my money elsewhere. There. Davy Anna Jones. There you go. All right, everybody. Welcome in a very good mood today. As you know, today is Hero Day. And for the WWC, we welcome our heroes, our partners. And that starts with the coordinates list. So always for the last, let's see now, for probably 5 weeks now, 4 weeks, 5. This might be the 5th week. I was sick there for a week, so that counts. Yeah, we've devoted our Wednesday Hero Day to coordinates list, our partner, and we have a different segment that we follow up on every week. We started with Beck from the coordinates list, and now we welcomed in Mike the Sage, also welcoming them in as they explain. The coordinates list is a fantastic place. If you have not gone yet, please do visit the site. You can link to it right from our Discord. Let me pull this up. I gotta talk to. I gotta get Mike in here. I gotta talk to him about this too. Yeah, you can look. There'll be a little site on the left-hand side here. You'll see coordinates to any server when you are in the WWC. You go on and click here. It'll bring you right into the coordinates list server. Once you are in here, you can shop around and look at all the cool stuff that they have. But one of the coolest things they do is coordinates. Funny thing about that, they're the coordinates list and they give you coordinates. Cool, right? So all you got to do is jump into coordinates list. You put in whatever server you want and they will find you in game and give you that coordinate within minutes. Within minutes. They're amazing. They're fast. They offer it. It's a free service because, like us, they love the game, and that's why they are our partners. So, always fun to have Wednesdays now. Hero Day. I look forward to it to talk to our coordinates. While we're talking about special guests, yo, what up, Pun? Speaking of Pun, special shout out, thank you to Wisconsin's Finest yesterday. Great show, a lot of fun. If you did not check it out, I highly recommend you check that out. A wealth of knowledge given to you about resources and buildings and everything. It was a fantastic conversation. I had a ton of fun. The time always goes by incredibly fast when I talk with my buddy Wisconsin. So hopefully you enjoyed it out there. All right, let's see. What do we got? What do we got going on? So we got the here. We got the coordinates as well. We're gonna have Mike in first, and he's gonna cover a lot of the new stuff going on with the coordinates list. They have some cool, fun stuff we're gonna cover to talk about. He's gonna cover some new VIP18 bases. So always shopping around, getting the new bases that come in, and some fun information. Piggybacking off of Mike. Beck's going to join us, and he will tell us from the last time he joined us, he gave us the top 10 VIP18 bases and their power. And now we'll find out who's in the top 10 now and how much their power increased over the last month. So, yeah, a lot of fun. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. I really like this coordinates list partnership stuff. Big fan of these guys. They do a lot of good work for the game and the people, and couldn't think of a better group of people to promote on our stream. So, big fan. All right. What up, Bunny? Bunny. I was told to come here. Okay. And you're always welcome here, Bunny. Mike, I'll expect to pay. Oh, Mike told you to come here. I see. Okay. Well, welcome in. You were threatened. There was a threat laid, was there? Wow. What kind of threat was there? Because I'd love to know what this threat was. But I don't know. Mike, you ready? You want to join? You want to hop on? Hop on. I gotta get my headset going here. Figure out what I'm doing. Feels like the first time. All right. I think I gotta get some new headphones. I mean, these things are like falling apart. This is crazy. All right. Let me bring Mike on in here. Let's get the show on the road. Get some fun going in here. Okay. Let me go find Mike. Where's Mike? He's never far. All right. Oh, hold on. Sounds all messed up. I was messing around today. All right, then we'll do that. Okay, try it again. That's it. Yep, we're good now. I was messing around today. Let me pipe you in. All right, give me another test.
Another test.
Perfect. You're in. You're in,
right.
Mike the Sage.
Ajay. Yes.
Mike the Sage.
And I only threaten Bun with love, so I don't know what she's talking about.
She bullied her. You bullied Bun in here? Well, always good having you in, buddy. This is Mike the Sage from the Coordinates List. You can find him on no less than what? I think 8 Discords at this point.
Like 12. Yeah.
I'm chipping you by a couple. Hey, 12. The guy's 12. 12
Yeah.
Discords.
Well, that includes my alliance and server and stuff too, but yeah, I'm everywhere.
How are you managing? Like, are there some that do not get your attention every day?
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I narrow down, I mute a whole bunch of channels and other ones, and I only stay focused on certain ones
Okay.
where I feel like I can contribute the most. And then I just, when I see the little thing pop up, I'm on there.
Well, I feel honored then that I've seen you so often in the WWC Discord.
Oh yeah.
Popping in.
One of my favorites.
It's good. It's good catching you in there. So how are things going, brother? I haven't talked to you in a couple weeks now. I had the illness going on. It's a rough little time, man.
Oh, dude, everything's going around. It's going through my house, unfortunately.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, my 2 littles have been getting sick, and it's like one after the other.
Yeah.
And it's just, I'm hoping that it doesn't catch over to me, but you never know. Luckily, I work from home, bro. So
it took me out. It took me out for a while, and I'm usually pretty active. Like, I'm pretty healthy. My immune system's pretty good, and man, I fought like hell, but I just could not overcome like the chest garbage and like the congestion. It was where I just lost my voice completely for like a few days, and then it was raspy. And then I was so pent up, I had to do something. So I tried to do a live that one day against the Dr. Wifey orders, and that was a mistake. I went down for another like couple days after that because I pushed it, strained it like everything else I do. I only have one gear, Mike. I don't know. I don't have a governor. I don't know how to calm it down. I'm just full bore at all times. Kind of how I fight in the game, just full bore.
There you go.
I don't know a different way. So good shit. So coordinates list. So first of all, while we're talking to Mike, why don't we just say real quick that the coordinates list has its own website now. Hello. How about that?
Yeah, it's limited, obviously, just to searching the alliance tags. There's talks on how to expand on that, but there's no plans for it yet. But if you are anyone who's familiar with coordinates list, we have the Google Sheets, and there's a tab on there for alliance, and you have to like the row number matches the server number, and it was kind of a pain. Someone took over Pined, I probably butchered their name, and they every hour they download the Google Sheet and update this website. So you always have within the hour the latest of all the alliance tags.
Yeah. Listen, baby steps, Mike. Baby steps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know what they say is Rome wasn't built in a day. That's what they say, Mike. So listen, you just pretty cool. You got your own coordinates list. Listen, we put a website out there and we just kind of kicked it off and started and was like, hey, upload your fights. And it was it's more like a future thing. We kind of had our eye on stuff that we're going to do in the future, but we just we kicked it off and started it, and it's baby steps.
Yeah, absolutely. You get feedback, you grow on it, and we go from there.
And plus, you can do other stuff out here. It's cool. Like we have other things that we plan on doing, and just like your mind starts working on some other things and cool stuff you could do. So yeah, it's baby steps. It's still cool. You got coordinates lists. You can find the teams out here. So one of the things you guys can do help the coordinates list folks out as well. Helping you is if you know the team you are fighting in Desert Storm, let's say, you can punch that team into the website and then pull it up, right? So I can do UXW, and that'll tell me UXW is on server 118, and now I can just ask them. I can go into the coordinates list and ask them for the coordinates to 118. And they'll shoot that in game to me within minutes. And that's fun because then you get to know who you're fighting, their power, how much power do they have, all that stuff. You get to know about the team you're fighting in Desert Storm. Also works in Meteorite. So Meteorite, obviously, this is a good thing to use. You know the servers you're fighting, so you don't even have to worry about the team, right? You know the participants. And then you can just shoot it over the coordinates, folks. Ask them for the coordinates for your Meteorite teams, and poof, they will send you over those as well. Yeah, cool shit.
Yeah, it's fun, and it really helps out. Then you know who to hide from when you're when you're fighting.
Yeah, big fan. You know, it's funny because I think we started promoting. We actually had a whole scandal going. We got. I'll tell you what. Me and Ramp and the coordinates folks got off on the wrong foot. I'll tell you that. I don't know how many of you people really know that whole story, but it got off on the wrong foot. Let's put it that way. We had some shit to straighten out on what we were trying to accomplish here, and we got it all sorted. And I think at that time when we said, hey, you want to partner, you want to be our partner, and we, advertise and stuff like that, I think you guys only had like 1,600 people or something. It was like 1,700. You didn't have that many.
No. And actually, it just exploded.
Yeah. And now I think you're at what, like 4,800?
I think we just hit 4,800 today. Yeah. And after the first video I did with you, we had hundreds join within, shortly after even the stream was done.
Yeah, look at that.
And it's just been steady since then.
Yeah, that was you know what that's called? That's called the WWC effect.
Yeah, there you go.
No, so I saw you guys at 4,800. I'm like, how cool is this? These guys are blowing up. Couldn't happen to better people. It's fantastic stuff, fantastic idea. So I more than happy. And coming up, I'm telling you, next week we got a whole new. That's the one thing I go down with illness, and the one thing is you might keep me offline, but you just get my brain working on stuff I can do and fun stuff that we can create and whatever. So we got a whole nother thing planned coming in the couple weeks going forward. Some cool live stuff. I mean, it's crazy. So many people pop in here now and like say hello. It's just we gotta keep it moving. Gotta keep the fun rolling in. It's a blast. So thanks for doing this.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going back to the WWC, your Discord. I feel like, especially the mentor help, that's really been exploding a lot too.
The people in there are absolutely remarkable. It's just great. It's what happens when you let the community build a community tool. Is what happens. That's what it is. It's very simple.
Precisely. Yep.
Yeah. It's like if you don't, try not to micromanage and just get the hell out of the way and just help people instead of, worrying about all this other nonsense. And that's what happens. It becomes a cool thing. By the way, so I want to talk to you about this too. So to join the coordinates list, right? So I just did this on our Discord. Now that you bring it up. So on our Discord, on our YouTube website, I updated the Discord. So now it's very easy to get to. It's discord.gg and it's /join WWC. So it's very easy to join now. There's no crazy codes to remember, anything nuts. We have our own personalized join code for everybody out there to find. Very easy. So now I was wondering, does the coordinates list have this yet?
That's actually something we're working on. I think that's based off of server boost, right?
Yeah, you guys have plenty. You only needed to get to level 3 to have it, and I thought I saw you guys have like 23 or something ridiculous.
Yeah,
you guys can do it. You just have to dial it in.
That is, I know Wolfie and Seabreck and stuff were talking about that.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
I'll definitely follow up with them though, because
Do it.
that
Yeah.
you're right. That's cleaner.
If you need any help, let me know. But I can tell you, it's just so much easier to let people find you when you can make an easy Discord code that they can follow. Like, because this, the crazy like invites and the 763-598 blah blah. It's like Jesus. You're trying to tell people how to find you and they can't. And so finally, we were like, you know what? We're just gonna make it nice and easy. We're just gonna go, Discord GG. We just go join WWC. That's it, and be done with it. So do the same thing. If you guys need any help, let me know. But go, you create a custom code. It just makes it so much easier to advertise to folks to let them know where you are on Discord.
Yeah,
So
I'll definitely pass that on.
we
Put a little QB pressure on them.
please do, hit them with the 18.
Yeah.
All right, so what are we jumping into today, Mike? First of all, before we jump in on the 18 stuff, how are you? I know they released a lot of season 6 stuff, the preview for season 6, right? What's your initial thoughts on some season 6 chatter?
My initial thoughts were it's a cool theme, definitely geared towards a lot more fighting, which I think, depending on how it's done, I think that's gonna appease like especially the VIP18s, because they're itching. Like they've been sitting here after season 5 and just waiting to do something. Um, they want to fight, and everything, and I think this would be a good opportunity to allow a lot more fighting in there, from what I've seen. Um, the gifts look kind of cool. I got a Moana theme or thought in my mind when I first saw them.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Well, the thing about the VIP 18s, if they wanna fight, um, they need to just like when we do things like the season, and when we like, I'll give you a perfect example. The VIP 18s don't want to fight that bad. Okay, you know how I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you how, because when you go in, for example, into the Gold Vein War that we're doing right here, right? When it came down to the factions on who wanted to invite who, you can see where's the oh, I think I have to click through this maybe. Yeah. You can see here the top team is 196 VDE, right? And so they already are incredibly strong. They have one of the strongest people, Jimmy Watson, who's 518, and they have another VIP 18 at 402, right? So they're already strong. So they could have chose to fight, but instead they teamed up with essentially, oh crap, I just got out. Instead, they teamed up with 124, who also has our WWC knows as Leonida, who's 472 and 369. So I find it would have been much easier, or for them to have a much more like a fun fight, is if they went against somebody like Leonida. But see, that's the problem, is you can't, like, season 5, we saw this as well, right? Season 5, the reason why people didn't like season 5, because there were too many deals. There's too much deal making going on. There's not enough. I mean, even, who was it? I think it was the number one player there, Justin, right? Even his group ended up making a deal at the end of season 5 to not fight. They negotiated peace to split rewards or do whatever. And it's like, listen, the game is giving you the opportunity to fight, right? They're giving you rope. You just chose that, let's make deals. Let's not fight it. Let's not fight it out. So I just think that's the problem. I think that people need to choose to fight equally and actually fight it out instead of figuring out how to shake hands and split rewards.
Yeah.
That puts us in the place that we are, where people then, the season ends and we go 2 months and we don't have anything and whatever. But it's like you had the opportunity to fight and everybody chose to shake hands instead, or team up 6v1 and 7v1 and stuff like that. So to me, it's like, if the game gives you the opportunity to fight, then throw down equally and like, let's all fight equally and see how we do. That's what that's the fun to me. It's like that's why I like Warzone Duel so much, because to me it's like server versus server. You know, mano a mano. Your active server versus our active server, and let's see what happens. Like that stuff. But we'll see. maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. Mike shy about the VIP18s. All right, so let's get into what do you have? The new bases that came out? VIP18 bases that came out?
Yeah, so in game I sent you sorry. Hold on one sec. My family just did an announcement through our Alexa, so I apologize.
Through your Discord?
No, through our Alexa devices.
Do you have like a family Discord maybe? That'd be great. Is that your 13th Discord?
Yeah, no, our Amazon Alexa devices.
Yeah, because you could talk throughout your whole home.
Yeah, so my son's downstairs right now playing the VR,
Gotcha.
and so my girlfriend was like, "Hey, Ted, it's time to come upstairs." So
who is Bunny that you invited here?
Who's what?
Who is Bunny? The Bunny Last War 2. Who is this that you invited from the coordinates list?
That's Bun Bun. That's your
Oh, is that Bun Bun?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell you, I'm so like I don't know who Bunny Last War is, but God, I'm digging her. But it makes total sense now who Bun Bun is. I mean, this is because I'm loving her comments. She's 100% true. Look at her. She's like, it's funny how they spent so much to do nothing. I like it.
Yeah, no, she's awesome.
Off the hook. I like it, Bun Bun. Come with the honesty. All right.
Yeah, so in game, yep, I sent you some of the latest wow, can't even talk. The most recently created VIP 18 bases.
Okay, gotcha. So I am starting at am I starting at this level 7 at 185? Is that who we're starting with?
You that's so I couldn't find that person. So I just gave the name just in case you saw it.
220
We can start with the
Densner.
Yeah. I'm horrible at searching season 5 maps.
I'll give it a shot.
So
I'll give it a shot. We just gotta find him. I'm kind of Mewtwo. I'm a good hunter, so I got him. Nope, that's super cool.
And you were on oh yeah. You're on PC too, so that helps.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Got him. Denster. Got it. Car. Oh, and it turns in. Oh, okay. I've seen this guy. Car flips up, Transformer like. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep, that is the Inferno Pursuer.
Okay, and this is he's new. This is a newer base. I know why I've seen this, but although
he's a newer, yeah.
Okay, so a newer. I'm wondering 185. So he's in my bracket. He's in my server brackets because I go up to 196. So oh yeah, okay, so he's 476. You know, it's so funny because we've been seeing some of these VIP 18s at like 300 and, you know, like 340 or something. We'll see a VIP 18. So it's interesting that they're 476. But then again, it's taking them a long time to get their bases made too. So
the process that they go through, and they sometimes, because there's a lot of legal issues that are behind the base. You can't be humanoid, you can't represent someone, blah blah blah.
Yep.
Yeah. And there's a lot of back and forth with that, and then sometimes the VIP 18 just gets sick of the back and forth, and they're like, this is not worth it. I'll just not bother because it's just taken forever. And so they, like Timeless Queen right now is the one who's the oldest VIP18 who does not have a base yet.
Really? Oh, that's
which is interesting. Yeah. But yeah, he.
Well, at some point, the present becomes a timeless look, where they just end up. The present is their base. That's it. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
And they're just gonna be like, I wouldn't be surprised if someone was just like, here, make it a book, make it flip and do cool things. Just go. So. But yeah, so he's a cool Transformer one.
All right, so let me go back into. Let's take a look here. Where is Mike? I gotta pin you. So. All right, next one is 196 OQ. I was actually in Winter Storm, I think, with OQ. OQ is in 196, who was actually against us in Gold Vein. So, sure I will be seeing this base more and more from 196.
Yep.
It's amazing how many people have like water-based ships, right? Of some kind. Like water-based bases, I should say.
Yeah. Water and dragons are very popular.
Yeah, quite the theme. Okay, so that's OQ. I know he's around 400. He just turned. We have 734 OXF. I don't know what this name is, but it's a 1. Oh, this is I think we got a cute one going on here. I often wonder if people just buy their bases for their kids. Is this person maybe this person's in the broccoli business?
Yeah, and that's something I really, and I mentioned it before last time. I would love to hear more of the stories behind.
Yeah.
Why?
Exactly. That's that's what I was telling you last time we were talking. It was we'd love to hear like the story behind the base, like do like the a segment that how they do the story behind the music, and they used to have on like VH1. I'm probably dating myself. I don't even know VH1 anymore. But
I used to rush home from high school to watch pop-up video. Man, I'm here. I hear you.
Yeah, so it's the story behind the music. I thought it'd be like the story behind the base, and then we have like a VIP18 did it. Because I know I asked you that you threw it out there to whatever, and it's funny because I was talking to the friend of the show, Hulk, who will be getting his base soon, and he was down for it. So we may actually be having Hulk. Well, we haven't Hulk's story or on the show. He was down for it, so he's going to go on vacation when he comes back.
Hulk's an awesome dude.
We'll be talking.
I've talked to him. Yeah, no, he's a great guy.
Yeah, it's he is without a doubt. He is friend of the show. So big fan of Hulkster. So we'll be having him on at some point. Let's see, what do we got? Big Friendly Rooster. Big Friendly Rooster.
And it's awesome because he'll have words above him, and he says "caw," which is just funny that a rooster says "caw."
Yeah. Like this is a perfect one. I have no clue what the story could be behind this.
I like the uniqueness of it.
I'm just it's certainly superhero-esque, no doubt. So that's Big Friendly Rooster. Torty?
That's how I would say it, yeah.
Torday drives a taxi. Torday owns a taxi. Yeah, Torday is running over. What's going on? It's a whole scene going on here.
Yeah.
Man, well, what is up with this? This is one of the more unique bases, I would say. Uh, more just trying to figure out if he's in the taxi business, and yeah, I just gotta make. I'll tell you what. If people don't want to tell their story, Mike, I'm just gonna start making up backstories, and I don't know you want me to do that because my mind starts going, and I don't know what the hell is happening here. But I do like the unique bases, so we have Ass Cannon, I guess. And true to form.
Yep, very much.
True. I mean, you get. He promised you. He promised you the cannon. You got the cannon. I have not seen this one. I have not. These are brand new for me. I have not seen the taxi one or any of that stuff. So that's intriguing.
these are very new, and there's going to be more coming up. Like Mike GGG, he has a base that's going to be coming out in the next update, and I think some other ones are coming out too. So I'll make sure those are on the list for the next time.
Well, let's see who we got here. We got Payson. Oh, I did see this. You know, you showed me this one. I think the last time we were on. It reminded me of like a snow globe or something. You know, like a Martian, almost like a Martian in a snow globe.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. Couldn't remember if I went that far back, but I like this one too. It's cute but funny at the same time.
Yeah, it's definitely, you know, certainly come up with these concepts, and it's incredibly intriguing. You know, like where they're from and when they do it, and just this winter theme. Like you got a winter theme and a Martian and like campfire and the whole stuff going on.
Yeah,
I can't wait to get some of the stories behind some of these things, of why they have them or what they're like to build these things. But I do know the process is quite it takes, like, you know, I mean, it can take them 6 months, 8 months. I mean, like I said, that person's just taken forever to get one at all. But to think that they could take so long to get them and create them is quite crazy.
it is. Yeah, and it all depends on who. Like, if you know an artist who can help render it ahead of time and who knows like the rules, they can speed it up by months by doing that. You know, it just really comes down to, you know, how you manage it, really, and if you care a lot.
We have a peanut. I don't know if you knew that, but she ever base out? No. She must not. She must not be using her base. We have Peanut, but I don't see her. It's amazing that sometimes that they like get tired of their base. You know what I mean? They create it and they change it out. They're like, I'm tired of it. I'll go to a different one. I wouldn't get tired. I wouldn't get tired of my show enough base. I'll tell you that. I tell you that. It 100% would be show enough kicking the shit out of Bruce Leroy 24/7, and we'd be running that base all day. Bruce Leroy wouldn't stand a chance.
We're just gonna be yelling, "Who's the master?"
That's right. That's right. See, telling Bruce Leroy, kiss his Converse. All right. So what else we got? I know we got a bunch of stuff. So a couple things I did want to bring up for the coordinates list. Also, the last time you were here, I know we threw out in the coordinates list, let me go to the site real quick. There were anonymous bases, right? That you had. Do you have any left?
Yes.
You want an
Yep. We
update?
still have. Well, so we increased. There was a lot of added VIPs since then too. We're now up to 388.
Jesus.
Um,
For those
but we
that
have,
are
I think,
thinking the game is stopping anytime soon, by the way, it's up to 388. It's outrageous.
yeah,
Where's
a
the
lot of money.
anonymous ones? What where are they located? Or are they just scrambled up in here?
We haven't put out a scavenger hunt again, if that's what you're looking for.
Oh yeah, I was just looking to see how many you had left, but you got to put a little link over here, because the last time we released it, there were 4 or something, and I think you found them, didn't you?
There was a contest for the 4 that had bases and were anonymous. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even have to have a contest to find anything. I think I think the folks out here would just take a look at the base and take it as a challenge to go find them. Like, I mean, just hunt for them. I think it's hilarious. You know?
Yeah, but getting a
out
crown motivates people.
Oh well, listen. Of course, everything motivates you. I mean, give them valor and exclusive weapons will motivate people. Sure. The gift, man, that gift stuff is just drives me nuts. This whole gift thing. But
it's amazing because it's something you can't use. Well, now you can because of the coupon store. But if someone pays $50 for an electronic sticker, essentially.
Yes.
And it's just to collect them to to show off.
Yeah.
And not until the coupon store came up that it meant anything, really.
I know. It's so bad. You know, though, to that degree, I will share. You know what makes me actually shed a WWC tear, Mike, is when I see somebody getting $100,000, or I'm sorry, 100,000 honor points for the emotes. Oh,
yeah.
Just a tear rolls down my cheek. I'm like, the number of prints, the number of gold prints you could have, and you threw them away on emotes. I'm just like, it just hurts so much. Hurts so much. But yeah, the coupon store, I'm like, these bases are good. I just I wish they just I wish they'd let them buy them with diamonds.
Yeah.
I wish they'd make it an obnoxious diamond total, and if a free-to-play player wanted to save their diamonds, they would be allowed to do it. I don't care what you want to make it, right? Make it something obnoxious. Make it make it a million diamonds. I mean, whatever you want to make it, but just give them a chance to save diamonds to do it. It's it's in-game currency.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
but it's also interesting to see some I don't know if it's a sport, but like people really like to collect them, and there's some who just have an obscene amount, like
of gifts, you mean?
Yeah, like Raven from 1028. He has 1.7 thousand rockets.
Holy shit. 1.7 thousand rockets?
Yeah.
Who is this? Raven?
Raven 2 from 1028, yeah.
From 1028. I love how you spit this out like, I know you Raven. Yeah, Raven.
He's
no clue.
Sorry. He's in my range. That's how I know.
Is he
so
like
quickly.
a VIP18? Is he like
Yes. Yep. Yeah, he's a VIP18.
Holy shit. Did he buy his own rockets? Like what how the hell did he get 1.7 thousand?
And that's not even the highest number that people have seen. But but just speaking on Raven though, he's awesome. He's super humble. He helps out a lot of people. He rewards people for helping out others. He's a good VIP 18. in our group. He's a
Wow.
super dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the story behind the 1.7 thousand, but
That's incredible. I mean, it's just incredible.
yeah.
Yeah. They have the name tags over here, whatever. I did buy Bun Bun a frame. I had a nice gene in me for a while and treated Bun Bun to a frame. I don't even remember what frame it was, but it was out at one time. Bun Bun, what frame was it? What frame was it that you really wanted? I think it was like the pinky one or something. Like it was all pink, wasn't it? There was one of these that she wanted. She didn't have. Which one? Was it? Oh, was it this one? Oh, I think it was this one. Or maybe it was the new one that they came out with. I think it might have been this one that she got. I don't know. I'm not sure. But they got to just allow people to buy these in some other way, currency of some kind. But so what else we got going on in the WWC? So, I mean, the coordinates list. So I know you had that whole search thing. So you found a bunch of anonymous bases. So we need to know any more that you have. What else? What else we got cooking?
So the only other thing would be, I don't know if you have the link to the spreadsheet by any chance.
Can I get it on here?
If you go to the Discord,
I'm on here.
For coordinates list, and you go to Google Sheet.
Google Sheets on it. I'm probably just a little behind on the screen, but I'm on it.
No, I keep refreshing and go to the very top link, like very, very top above. There you go.
All right.
And if you go to the VIP18 tracking,
VIP18 tracking
on the
Okay.
bottom. So
Yep.
we expanded this more now, because there was a big interest in previous and current values. So if you see in column E says THP, column F is the previous THP, and then column G shows the growth rate. So
Okay, gotcha.
we
F and
update
G.
this. Yeah, so we update this once a month, and it'll show the growth rate by broken down by per week. So you can see the THPs, how much they're growing.
Yeah. So and that's what Beck is going to cover today, right? Like the difference in the last week at least, or the whatever it was, the month, the last time we covered it. So this is where you can get that stuff here. So you have a whole bunch of stuff here on this sheet you're tracking. See, this is good stuff for me because I am so out of the loop on it, like with this VIP18 stuff. It's good that you educate me because I really should know some of these. I really should know some of these things about the game that I play. And I love that I don't know a whole lot about this stuff. So this is good. So the order created, what's that? What's this?
So
column?
that is the order that they became a VIP.
Oh, okay. So I can see right here. This was the first. Is this the first one ever in server 146? Nope. Is that what you're telling me?
Yep, right there. Yep, he was. Yep, that was the very first one ever. Yep.
The Star Walker.
Yeah.
So Star Walker was the first VIP18 ever.
His base was, yeah.
Yeah.
But
all right.
But he's in red because he quit the game.
Right, he left.
Yeah. Yep. But so that's how.
So you got Cigar King at 252. Okay, so here's numbers. So then Justin was the second one, and he was 263.
Yep.
And Cigar King is number 3. So it's interesting because Cigar King isn't even in the top 10. And he became VIP18 so fast.
Yes. Well, I mean, we just got some new ones in like the 1600s.
Wow.
We still there's Nissi from 1791.
Jesus. Look at how many there are.
Yeah.
Wild. I mean, as I scroll, you guys just have the sound effect like cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Well,
Um,
exactly. You
it's
you
wild.
literally, um,
All right, so let's
yeah, I
see.
guess. Yep, that's right. Spreadagus is another one on 1791. But the
So let's see. You got 290. So we got seven. We got two of them from 1791. You have three in here from 1700. Who the
yep,
hell is Hulk 14? That's not the real Hulk.
that is not, and it's very funny because Hulk 99 uh gets messaged a lot about asking if that's his alt or something. He's like, no,
No, no, they just copy him.
no.
There's only one
Well,
Hulk.
yeah.
Only one Hulk. It's funny because people send me pictures of somebody else had my avatar. Like I get people DM me in the game all the time. They ran into like a show enough or whatever. It's like there's bound the number of people that play this game. There's bound to be people that are gonna have the same stuff as you that pick something. Um, so it's an honor to be the first one. So that's why Hulk 99 is the real Hulk. And they can have a million Hulks, but he was the first and he is the original.
Yeah.
But this is crazy. I mean, to think like when you look at 1500s and 1600s, 17. So there's what 2300, right? Did we hit 2300 yet? I know we were 2232.
No,
So
we are
I don't know where we're at.
I think the highest was 2223,
Okay, all right. So we're
right around
still
there.
okay. So
Yeah.
it's still 2200. 2200 bases. So it's about 500 servers old at this point. 400 servers old. 500 servers old. So it would have been interesting to know like when they actually got the first one, how long did he play for when he like Starwalker before he did that?
Right.
Because early on, if he was in, I imagine he was in he was OG server, right? Or no, he's 146. Okay, so he's later. He's not an earlier server. He's a later server of 146 at least. And back, I mean, it would have been harder to spend that much that early on in the game. Like we didn't have as much. Like we didn't have the Overlords you can spend on. We didn't have T11s that you can spend on.
Right.
Shit, we didn't even have components. We didn't have exclusives. So it's hard to even understand how he spent the money that he did to become VIP18. Okay, so that's pretty cool. There's a server tag, the alliance that they're in. It'll give you their actual name. It'll tell you their THP. It'll tell you their previous THP. Now, when it says previous THP, how far back do we go from previous?
Just the one previously.
But how long is that? A period of time?
We try updating this once a month just because it's so many.
Okay, so prior. Gotcha. Prior
Yeah.
month is probably what it is. Cool. And then this is their growth
Yep.
rate based on that month. Okay. And then this is what they named their base. And what did some people not come up with a name for their base?
Well, no, those are ones that are VIP18 that don't have a base yet.
Oh, so they didn't have it made yet. Gotcha. It's still like a secret. Okay.
Yep.
Understood. Okay, and then we got their current kill count in the game. You can
Yes.
this would be probably a month then, probably the same thing, previous kills. Their kills growth rate, so that's same thing from the month. When you updated it, your previous update, so you can see it right here, your previous date, if you do a month or whatever. That would answer that question. And then notes. What are our notes? Just if when they leave or their name changes?
It covers various things. Usually it's like what their previous name was if they changed their name. And or like what previous alliance they were from or if they transferred. I started adding in like if you go to line 36.
Yep. Base translates to thunder shakes the highest heaven.
Yep. So what I do is I screenshot the name, I put it through Chat GPT, say, hey, yank the text out of this for me. and it says, okay, here's the text, so then I can copy it in there. But it also says this translates to, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like, I started adding those in now so that I also do it for their name if I can, um, just to, so non
Yeah, no,
or
that's cool. I
us
mean,
American
it's
folks can see.
I think yeah, it's badass. I mean, that's pretty cool. Like a lot of this stuff is pretty cool that um what is this? Previous Team Tater. He's not Team Tater anymore. Was changes his temporary for every enemy buster.
Yeah.
Goes back to Qatar. Yeah, Mewtwo talks about that all the time. How he changed his name, changed his base, hides around because everybody runs, blends in.
Yep.
Base with white puppy turning into an Iron Man puppy. Yeah, cool stuff. So you got little notes on here as well, and then what's our last one is admin status.
Oh,
What do we got here?
yeah. So that's mainly for us as admins. This is so that we can track if there's any updates that we need to do that we just not able to do it. So update the data. We need to update the base name, especially if there's like special characters in there.
Yeah.
Scavenger hunt is one of them. So if it's an anonymous that that has a base, we'll flag it there.
I mean, these
So
guys
it's
are
just it's
working
mainly
their
for us.
ass off. Like you guys are really like just working your ass off. Your team puts in all the time and effort to do all of this. You know what I mean? You would think you guys are getting paid. Like you guys are just doing this out of the, out of the fun of loving the game and the community. It's awesome. It's
Yeah,
absolutely incredible.
yeah, exactly. It's neat to do this. It's neat to see how the people grow. And the usual process that happens though is getting close to when I try doing it now in the beginning of the month if we can. Usually a week before we do it, I'll go through and I will go through every single VIP and I check their in game. I go through and I'll say, okay, what's their name, what's their server, what's their alliance, and I make sure that those three match inside of this um, from in game, because a lot of times they switch within that month.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say a lot of times. There's a few that will switch or change their name and stuff, but that's why the order number is important. Because if I'm like, who the hell's this guy? I can say, oh, they're number 35. And then I can go back here and say, oh, this was so and so. So I put that in the notes, put their new name in, and that preps it. And then I have a team now of, I'm going to estimate about 8 editors. And
Wow.
they actually, right where it says number to the right of the table has all those groups. If you go up more, it says like number of VIP per group or something
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
That's what I was kind of like
Yep.
scrolling through a little bit, trying to figure that
So
out. It's
that's
pretty cool.
so I take that list of each of those groups and I delegate those out to the other editors. And I say, okay, hey, you have these coordinate saved. Why don't you handle these 20? Right, next, you handle these,
Yeah.
and we break up the work as much as possible. I'll take the overflow, just because I've been doing this for over a year, and or just about a year, and then we go through and we say, okay, let's start it now, and within a week, we usually get all those updated.
Yeah. No, this is cool. I mean,
And
it's really interesting that when you look at like server range 100 to 149, right, has 22 and 20. And then it's interesting how server range 700 to 749 has 20.
yep,
You know what I mean? Like that just stuck out to me. It's weird that 700 to 750 just happens to have 20 because you look at some of these other ones, 800 to 850 only has 11, 10, 8, 13. This is 12, 10, 13. This one just happens to have 20, which is just as much as like the strongest 50 in the game. You know, you see here it's 20, it's 22, but still, it's just that's wild that 700 to 750 happen to have that many strong people in it.
Yeah.
It just came. That's cool. Cool stuff. That's a lot of ton of VIP18s. I mean, it's wild. It is wild.
And you literally can take that number, divide it in half, and that's how many millions have been spent, if not more.
What number?
The 388.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. So
Yeah.
you're saying that's that half of that number, so like 190 million that those bases have spent probably roughly $190 million is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's on average it's about 450,000
Yeah.
to get up to VIP 18.
Give or take $1 million. All right.
Right.
Who's counting? Who's counting?
We're not all golden fighters. So
give or take $1 million, no big deal.
yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, cool.
And I think,
cool stuff.
yeah. And I think that's also why they're they try hard to improve the game. Because, there's no ROI in this, right? It literally says in the thing, like, we own everything you buy.
Well, but that's also kind of been my point of, a lot of people almost feels like the stuff you hear come VIP18 and they push their weight around a little bit, like, how dare you not do this or that, I'll quit. And it's like, well, they already have your money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't promise you anything really to be the VIP18. Like, you supported the game, but there's a lot of people that are spending money that continuously are spending money. It's like if one person quits, it's not going to cost them anything. So, there's no threatening anybody. It's just they're not promising anybody a thing to buy the game. You're just paying it. You're doing what you're doing because you want to do it. You know what I mean? Not because you're going to get anything extra from it. At least I hope that's not why you're doing it, because they're certainly not promising that. So,
right.
Don't do it for that reason. Yeah. So I know in the chat I see you say, how do you access this link? So yeah, that's why we have these guys on the coordinates list. You can go right to the coordinates list Discord, which I'd love to give you the invite code to, Mike. But I will send you through the WWC has the link, so you can certainly find it on our Discord. If you go up to Wolfie and Team Coordinates, there is a coordinate to any server. While you're there, say hi to Bun Bun. And then click on Go to Server. That'll bring you to the coordinates list. And then, so what we were just looking at is, I don't know, is that for anybody to look at, Mike, or?
Oh yeah,
the Google Sheets?
The Google Sheet is open to the public.
Okay, cool. I don't know. I never know what you guys give me. You guys give me access to or nope. What. So yeah, you click on here, go to Google Sheets while you're here. So coordinates requests is where you can request your link to any server. And down here in Google Sheets is where we were. And you can go ahead and click on the Google Sheets. I don't know, where the hell was that? Was that here? No, where was it? Oh, right here. Under Princess Wolfie, there's a Google link right here. Click on the doc, open it up, and then that'll bring you right into the sheet where you can click at the bottom, VIP18 tracking, and find all this cool information.
Yeah, and it's expanding, and we're constantly adding more and more to it. As I showed that, there's other ideas that we want to track more. So we're even going beyond just coordinates, as you see. We got the kill sheet that Beck's been working on, that we're incorporating more. It's cool because it's almost like a data warehouse of just dedicated people tracking information.
Yeah. I think kill leaders were due. I don't know if Beck's down. Beck, are we down? Are we doing kill review next week? That's what we were doing before. It's been a month since our last, I think, kill review of our top 100 killers. I think we did last week. Is that next week? Is that updated or no? I don't want to make false promises. Oh, he's down. See, Mike, he's down. Yeah. You guys tell me. I just have fun with this. So if you guys don't have something or you don't whatever, you let me know. I don't care. I just think it's a blast. So yeah, you got kill leader. So that's another thing Mike wanted to do tonight. If anybody out there in the community, if you guys have ideas for the coordinates, you have cool stuff you want to see tracked, you find interesting, that's your job. Your job is to come up with different cool ideas or things that they can track. And Mike's game for it. So,
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, there's a feedback channel right in the coordinates list Discord.
Where we got? I'll pop it up. Let me add it. Where is it?
You can throw ideas in there.
There it is. Let's see. All right, let me go get the Discord again. Servers to update. Where's your feedback? The top? There it is. Right at the top. Feedback. There you go, folks. Give your feedback to the coordinates list and let them know. Yeah, good stuff.
I'm gonna go in there and type get a custom link.
Please do. It's so much easier to track, I'm telling you. It was like I had to do it. The other day I was chasing after the whatever they call those things, the reward thingies. Boosts. That's what I'm thinking of. Bun threw out a boost for us. You get boost. We were scratching trying to get as many boosts as we could to get the level 3 so we can get our join WWC link to make it easier for everybody to find us. Although I'll tell you, it's incredible because I think we just topped 1,400. I want to say, which is absolutely wild. So yeah, very excited about that. Shit, we've only been, I think we hit maybe 7 months now, something like that. So
yeah,
very cool stuff. All right, Mike. Anything else?
No, it's been great talking about it, and seems like a lot of people are interested. So I look forward to seeing even more people and helping out more people.
I will tell you what. You guys are bringing me up in the VIP18 world. I hardly know any of this stuff, so it is education for myself. So I appreciate it. And I know people think it's cool. So if they find it entertaining, then awesome. It works. So are you hanging out? Are we bringing Beck in after you?
Yep,
are you both going?
Yep, Beck's coming in.
I don't know what you guys got planned.
I have to take off for a few minutes, but I'll be back on afterwards.
All right. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate you as always. Good having Mike the Sage in. And we'll talk soon.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Thanks, Mike.
Yep.
All right, okay. Mike the Sage from the coordinates list. Coordinates list. All the work that guy's doing around here. I'm telling you, I let the guy. I could talk. I'm telling you, I could talk to him for another hour. It's crazy. All right. So next up, we're bringing in Beck. Beck, you ready? You ready to come in to complete our coordinates list section that we're doing on the show? Indeed, he is. All right. Let me get Beck in now. Let's see. Okay, Beck's going to walk us through the top 10 VIP18s.
Hello.
Hey, Beck, you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, what's up, buddy? Let me pipe you in now. I hate when it doesn't show up. Oh, there it is. All right, go ahead, give me a test.
All right. Test,
Y-
test, test.
You're in.
All right.
You're
Cool.
in. All right, sir. So, welcome in Beck. Beck is also now with the coordinates list. He has been doing a ton of work himself, helping out. Also coming up, working hard on our kill list that we debuted last month. I think we debuted our kill list. So that was awesome. You had the top 100 killers in the game. So I was saying, if you wanted to do the kill list, next week, we can certainly do a refresh on updates on the top 100.
Yeah. Yeah. That list is up to date as of last night. So yeah.
Cool. Well, we don't want to spoil the kill list, right? Like
No.
we won't give anything out, but we do have to pay homage to one person who made the
Yes, we
kill
do.
list. Would you like to do the honors, Beck?
Yeah. So I texted when I did this the first time. I texted Mewtwo when it was done, saying that he was in. I think at that point he was ranked like 136 or something like that, and now he's up to rank. He's up to rank. He's up to rank 97. So he gained like in the last month. He gained like 9 million kills. I think it was.
Yeah, that makes sense. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
it does.
I mean, I think what's funny is he was telling me, because I was talking to him last week and he was sick. He's been sick for a couple weeks and he was still getting like 3 million, 5 million. But what a celebration for us here at the WWC that Mewtwo has broken in to the top 100 kills.
Yes.
Big congratulations to our man Mewtwo. Congrats, the WWC title holder. He is quite the killer, moving up the list. So that's pretty cool. I was happy to hear that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hard work pays off. And he certainly does a lot of it. All right, man. So we got top 10. So last month you dropped on us the top 10 VIP18s ranked by power, THP in the game. And now a month later, we take that same 10 list and see the power difference and see if there's any movement on there. That's what you're going to tell us?
Yes. So the only real thing that moved is 9 and 10 swapped. Besides that, besides that, it stayed the same. I mean, which makes sense because these guys are all like about the same in
Do I have
power.
that? Let's
Just
see.
like in the, I will. Yeah, it's the same thing that I sent to you a bit ago. Yeah.
So is this
Yeah.
yeah, I gotta
Yeah. So
I gotta do
here.
this. I gotta pin you because I just did this with him and it worked perfect. All right, so
Yeah.
here was your list you sent last time to me. So is number 10 still poor Deegan?
Yes.
Okay.
He's
Oh,
last
this link
now.
doesn't even work anymore.
Don't worry, I'm just looking for your name in my sense.
Or,
I cool. You
oh, you want me
you
to send
have
you a
his
message?
one now. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. Poor Deegan. Oh, there's poor Deegan. All right, so poor Deegan is still number 10.
Yes.
All right. So
Mhm.
poor
Yeah,
Deegan is number 10
big.
at 573 million.
Yes. So he didn't move much. He moved up like 0.6 in THP.
which makes sense to me. I don't know how they
Yeah.
gain anyway. So
I mean, yeah. No, it's his kills though did go from 116.9 to what they are now, which is like 121.0.
oh well, okay, yep, added 5
Yeah.
million.
Yeah.
But that's 5 million in a month. Is
Yes.
that what you're telling me?
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Since the February 18th.
yeah, Mewtwo's doing that in a week.
Yeah.
So just saying. All right, cool. So that's number 10
Yeah.
for Deegan.
Yes. The ninth guy is the the guy in the ninth place is it's so I can't find him because he's not in like on so he's on 349. He seems to have left his group.
What do
So
what do you mean he left his group?
like on like he's not in a like a he's not in a, a alliance at all. Like, hasn't been for like a week.
I see what you're saying. So
I
he's on
did
his own.
message. Yeah, I did message one of his old friends to see if he knows what happened. I have not heard back yet, but he stayed pretty much. So he see it's weird because he's not like he's by himself now, but he did gain about he did gain about 9 like 9 not like 9 millish in KHP. So it seems like
Jeez.
he's still playing,
Yeah,
but he's
that's
not like I don't know.
okay. All right, so he's out. So he gained 9 mil, but he disappeared. Or
Yeah.
did he gain 900,000?
No, he went he went from 568 to 577
In a
now.
month?
Uh-huh.
Damn. I mean, he gained him. I know how the guy's gaining more than me in that time period, and it's like I have a ton of stuff to get. I just can't fathom. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And he's not, and he's just dipped out. All right, so he's number 9. So number 9's a mysterious guy who isn't even part of an alliance anymore. All right.
No, he's not for I don't know why. Okay, the next guy, he's one of the names that I had to search up how to say he's
Oh
in
yeah. I had him last time. You
mhm,
sent him over. This guy, right? The PWK guy, the 592.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Did that work? Oh, or 476.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
And I can send you
I
his
got him.
new
He's right here.
yeah. Cool.
All right. So what is his?
So his old one, his old THP was it was 572.9.
All right,
So he's also gone up a bit.
7 mil.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
And then his kills
He's the
went
oil
up
guy.
about 6.5. Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough to tell what some of these bases on where they come from, whatever. But it's quite easy to know when a bird is dipped in oil and he's the oil king. My guess is he's in the oil business. I just throw that out there. Just go out on a limb.
I mean, look, I know that you want the backstories on these, but I think we can guess on this.
Yeah, this one. I agree with you. I think we're covered here. The story wrote itself. All right, so that's him. He's number 8 in power.
Yes, and the next one is our friend Stick.
Stickman is 7.
He decided to not like his base anymore, apparently.
Oh, he doesn't use
He's
it?
not using it. No, he's not using it. I
Oh,
just sent you the new one. He's well. If you look on your your screen, it's the Canon base.
yeah, yeah. He's just using the cannon.
Neo's
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, that.
But he might be. Yeah. I don't know what they get if it's just if he needs to use the VIP18 base to get the bonuses, or if he can just have it in stock and get the same bonuses for using the base. I don't know, but he may, because they just had gold vein, so he may have to gain a little bit more extra power. He may have opened the cannon. I don't know. That could have been why. What was his power though?
His
A month ago.
so his last month he was at 577.3. So
Yeah,
he is also
another 7
increased it.
million.
Yep.
Okay.
hmm Now his kills went his his kills went up by about 9 mil also.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, he just had gold vein,
Yeah.
so he probably had a field day in that for a couple weeks. Oh no, he didn't. He didn't have gold vein yet. We got it coming up. So I don't know. Maybe it was Meteorite. Maybe over the last few Meteorites, he went nuts.
Yeah.
Could have been. I don't know. Listen, guy gets as many kills as he wants because he just kills anything in sight. So not like you can do anything about it.
I mean,
if
look,
he's around.
the last time I faced him, I attacked his base and then he left. So you know,
You showed him.
one. You know, I mean, who's to say?
Listen, I think he feared the Beck. All right. So that is number. What was that? Number 7.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. And then 6 is Mike.
Mike.
Hawk.
OG.
Yeah.
OG
Mhm.
Mike. Let's see.
Has he moved? Because if
no.
so, I do have his new location.
He moved. Is he using his base?
Nope, I have not actually seen. I've only seen his base on like the list in the game. I've never seen him use his base in my life.
Really?
No, I have not. But you now have his new location.
I
It's like
think he
right
used his
there.
base in Winter Storm. I think I saw him use his base. I thought anyway. See, it's another guy who's using the cannon.
Mhm.
Now he was
Yeah.
doing gold vein, so I don't know. Maybe he did it. I don't know. Maybe I'm dreaming. Maybe he didn't use his base. I don't know.
I do think his base is like fun.
So what was he? He's 590 now. What was he?
Yeah, so he was last month. He was 582.3.
All right, so he went up 8 mil.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And then his kills went up by like 5.5.
And he's 103 now.
Yeah.
All right, that's number 6. Number
Mhm.
6 is Mike Hawk. Number 5.
It's the dude from 565. Here, wait, I have it.
Oh, EDN.
Yeah, uh-huh.
All right,
Exactly.
I got him.
Which I did message him to ask him about his base. So I'll see if he responds to me with that. But who
Is he
knows?
using it currently?
Uh-huh. Yeah. I just resent you his new location.
Huh. I'm here. I don't see him. Shortcut to yours though. Mm. Oh, he's hiding. Yeah, okay, got you. He's the
Yes,
cherry.
he is.
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, he's got a whole thing going on here. I don't know. He's got the ET thing with the bike and the
Yeah.
thing disappears. Yeah, it's a lot going on with this one. Yeah, it's a good question, Beck. Good call on trying to figure out this guy.
Yeah.
All right. So what is his
So he didn't move up much. He went from he was 591.2 last month, and he's 591.8 now. So
Oh, so he really
Which-
didn't move.
I mean, but like, which at this point makes sense, because I mean he's near
You-
600.
You say that, but then these other guys are moving up. So we'll see if that makes sense when we see the top 5.
Yes,
or-
we will.
Or is this he's 5?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's 5.
All right, he's 5. All right,
Oh,
and
no,
then his kills, he's now 139 million, almost 140 million kills.
Yeah, and he was at 136.1 last time.
All right, so he's only got 33 million in the last month. All right,
Yes.
that is number 5. Number 4.
All right. Well, first, I think okay. So he is, yeah, he is 6 actually.
He's 6, okay.
But
Gotcha.
Mike Hawk is, yeah. So this guy is 5. This is the one that you have a you have a fun name for, because it's
Oh, is this
3 eyes.
yeah, this is the little what do you call this one? Five eyes. Is this the 5 eyes or 6 eyes?
Yeah.
3, 4,
Yeah,
5, 6, 7 eyes now?
It's 6 eyes with 1 L in the middle.
Oh, that's right. L6 eyes. That's what I
Yeah.
call them. L6 eyes. Yes. I'll get to know him. Yeah, that's his nick. That's the nickname for this one. Using the base.
Yes,
Like a
I
hunt.
resent you his thing.
Like a hunt trying to find it here. I like it.
Well, he's okay. Well, right now he's not using his base. He's just
Oh,
using
he's
the
not. Oh, all right. Well, I'm never gonna find him
hat
then.
base. Well, I sent him.
Yeah, I got you.
to
I'm
you.
pulling him up now.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. So he is 592 million now. So what was he?
So before he was 586.8.
5 what? 586?
Yeah.
Okay, so see what I mean? That other person was 600,000. L6 eyes over here is, 6 million. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Now his kills, though, he
Yeah.
went up 16 million.
Wow. 16?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're talking. Now we're cooking. L6 eyes is kicking ass. Big fan. I like it. All right. And that's number, what'd you say, number 5, number 6?
Yeah. 5.
Yeah. And is this the only female in the top 10?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. From what I can see, yes.
I like it. Okay. All right. Number, what are we on? Was this 5?
4.
4? Number 4 is?
4 is the Golden Fighter.
Oh, okay. Golden Fighter's number 4. And then number 3?
That is Joe Boy,
Oh yeah, Dubois.
Yeah. I like to.
That's my guess. I have no clue.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, you could be right. I don't know. I just know I bought this guy in Winter Storm, and he is an absolute giant. It's crazy how strong he was. I just remember I attacked him like 6 times, and all he did was refresh his garrison right after I hit him like the 6th time. So crazy. So Dubois was let's see. Check his
He was
THP.
at 593.1.
All right, so he went up 4 million. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, he has got to be like, I think when I fought him, it was like 134 million or something squad. I think he had, it was something like that. Yeah. I just know I was ramming my T1 into a brick wall trying to get him out of garrison. It was crazy.
I mean, well, like that makes sense because Qatar's main is at what, like 140, and they're
Yeah.
about the same now.
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, I think he was 140. Last report we had from Leonida, he was Qatar was 140.
Yeah.
So okay, and his kills are 161 million, which is incredibly impressive.
Yeah. They were at 153 before.
Wow. So he's been busy too. I mean, not as busy as the other like L6 eyes, right? I mean, 16 million. But...
Or is this next guy?
No, the next guy, I'm sure has been busy. So our next is our number 2, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And that's Qatar still.
No, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, unbelievable. The killer of killers.
Yeah,
The god of kills.
I want you to guess in a month how much. Like
20 million.
Go higher.
Over 20 million?
Yes. This motherfucker had 28.1.
Wow.
Like, what the hell?
So he's just averaging 7 million kills a week. That's
and for him
crazy.
that's low. For him that's low because I know his goal is per week to do 10.
Well, it might have been 10 because, well, was it a month or was it 3 weeks since we did the kill section? It might have been 3 weeks. I don't remember.
The kill section was February. It was February 18th, and on that date, he was at 421.6.
Man, that's crazy. See, random. You say that, but I'm telling you, everybody's shielded. Yeah. So you think if you could hit anyone, you'd have 10 million kills, but I don't think you understand how hard it actually is. You have to do it for like an insane period of time. Like when we talk to Mewtwo doesn't sleep. Like he stays up all night long. He's up until it takes such a commitment to do. It's not just like, oh, if you had the power, you could do it. If anybody had the power, they could do it. It's actually the commitment of being able to do it over the long period of time. And by the way, it's not a commitment to do it over one kill event. He's doing it week in and week out, over and over, staying up, never sleeping, just killing. It's incredibly impressive. Like the guy is literally the killer of all killers. Like everybody who is a killer in the game basically has a Qatar poster on their wall of him just killing somebody. Because he's 456 million kills. Like we're all just playing a different game. Like we're just sitting here trying to kill like a couple million every week. This dude is another level of kills. So yeah, just praise be. Like it's unbelievable. Just appreciate you just appreciate somebody like Qatar is what you do.
The thing with him, this is what I thought that you might find cool. How much is his THP now?
All right. We are gonna see. Whoop. He is at 597.6.
Last month he was at 600. So I had Mike reach out to him. So Mike spoke to him because we had both seen that like these top guys, they haven't always been like their power has with him it seems to have stayed the same or gone less. So he's not buying now. He's not buying the it was the collectible stuff. So he's just like allowing that to expire basically. And so it's causing him to come down more.
What collectible stuff?
That's just what Mike told me was like, or it's the like
What the hell
cosmetic
expires?
stuff.
It expires?
That's what he said, that he just like let that stuff expire, so now he lost. Now he went from 6. He was at 590.
You know what? Maybe it's like the tank and the frame, like the certain frames and stuff like that he's talking about.
Yeah.
But the fact you can get 3 million out of that, like the cannon only gives you like 400,000 or something when you kick it in.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you get 3. If he was 600, I don't know how he dropped 3 million.
Yeah, so he here on February 12th of last month, he was 598. The next week he was 600, and now he's back down.
So he went from 598 to 600 to 597.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. Listen, whatever. They're crazy numbers, whatever he is. And I can tell you that his kills didn't fluctuate because his kills are still absolutely ridiculous. So,
yes, they are.
All respect out to Qatar for the kill numbers that he puts up. It's absolutely incredible. Yeah, I mean, listen. If you play this game and you kill and you go around and you're ready to do a kill event or you do Meteorite or whatever and you don't respect the fact the guy kills 456 million, then that's on you. But it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So good for him, man. Love hearing it. Love hearing that he's still active and still killing at that level. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so our number one still in the game is Justin.
Yeah. Of course.
Okay. And Justin's no longer. Oh, hold on. Maybe he didn't go far. Is he in
I searched so much of this map, like 3 hours ago. I could not find this man.
Oh, I like the challenge.
It's harder on a MacBook.
Did he know we were doing the segment? He must know we were doing the segment.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure he
You're right.
I'll give it the good old colleagues try.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the crazy thing is he could just not be using the base.
Yeah.
But yeah. I got nothing.
Yeah. But so his KHP, he did the same thing, it seems.
Hold on. I'm not giving up yet. I'm gonna give it one whirl. Yeah. All right. I give up.
No, but it's Wednesday. What could he be doing? Why
Avoiding
is he
us?
not with his friends?
He heard Beck was on. All right, so he was 633.7, or he's 633.7. So what was he last month?
He was last month. He was 634.4.
630. What?
634.4.
So he went down to it's all this going down stuff.
Yeah, no, I had been seeing that for like the last month-ish, and I was like, it made made no sense.
I don't know. They got
But,
nothing.
I guess now
They're capped.
it makes kind of more sense, but I don't know.
I mean, the only thing they could have had left to begin with was Wall, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else they got besides Wall. I guess they maybe they capped out Wall.
I guess. Yeah, but his kills did move up from 277 to 285. So
Yeah.
he is still active because he's high up there in kills.
If you talk about kills, it's almost like you can't do Qatar. Because once you do Qatar, it's just everybody else just looks like nothing anymore. You know what I mean?
No, well, yeah, because the next guy is like 100 mil behind him or something. So
yeah, I mean Qatar's like 480. So it's just wild. It's wild.
I know, like I've spent way too much time in the past month and a half just staring at kill counts.
It's a good thing to stare at.
Yeah.
All right, cool stuff. I mean, that's a awesome update. Thanks for doing the work. How did you do on your midterms there, Beck?
Good. It was the lowest grade for my cyclone was like a 62, right? But the average score was a 93. So I don't know how the fuck that person got a 62.
Damn. That's a hell of a that's pretty low considering everybody doing 90s.
Yeah.
Well, that's good though. So you did good?
Yeah, I got a 97.
Good.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I mean, look, because as you know, I received multiple texts from people here, all making sure that I was.
See the WWC community is supporting you outside of this place, just making sure you're doing your work, man. Making sure.
Right. Wait first. For the guy talking about chords, we do that actually. We do. Yeah, we do batch chords once each week. So if you want all the chords in the game, it'll take you about 5 or 6 weeks, but it will happen because that's what I did, and now I have chords 3 through 2224.
Yeah, I don't know the listen. I don't know the magic that they do, but the coordinates list folks have magic powers. You see, so you go out there and you ask for some server, and then the link just appears in your inbox. Listen, I don't question the magic that they do. I just appreciate it, but they definitely.
I have reached the point where I don't really have to search for these guys anymore because I have already because I spend about 10 hours on that server a day now. I've sent towards to most of the guys who need chords. So most times I don't have to find them. I can just search. I can just search up their name, and there's a history of text.
Oh yeah, and you just know you easily cut right to it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Astro, if you want any chords, if anybody wants any chords, Beck's here from the coordinates list. As you know, Wednesday here at the WWC is coordinates list. We devote that to our partner at the coordinates list. You can find them. I'm working on pushing them for a signature link, so that's coming. But for the time being, if you want them, you can go to our Discord at the WWC, which you'll find at discord.gg. Join right here. It's on the front of our YouTube. You can see discord.gg/join WWC. And that's how you can get to our Discord. At our Discord, we have a specific channel devoted to the coordinates list, folks. You can go right over to Wolfie and Team Coordinates. You click on that. And while you're there, say hi to Bun Bun. And then click on go to server. It's going to take you right to there. Sign in. Make sure you have your name, by the way, and your server number. So have it nice and neat for them so they know who to send the coordinates to. And then go down to coordinate requests. Just ask for any server you want, as all of these people are doing right here. And see how they're saying please. See how everybody has manners around here. So please and thank you. And send them that. And then they will find you in game and give you that coordinate. So go on and join our partners over at the coordinates list. They do an amazing, amazing job. They do it because they love the game just like us. So contribute over to them as they contribute to everybody. All right, Beck, good stuff. Anything else?
I don't think so. I will see you. I will speak with you next time this week, and we can go over the fruits of my 30 hours of work.
I appreciate you, man. Kills list next week. Top 100.
Yeah. We will hopefully at that time. I think on the actual sheet I'm trying to do top 350 in the game at some point, so I'm just gonna keep adding on to it.
Holy shit. Yeah, that's incredible. Good for you, man. I love it. Hey, WWC gets behind your kill list. Yeah. I'm a big fan.
Well, it's mostly just because I have I record their names if they are if their count is higher than 100 million. Mm-hmm. So at that point, it's just all of those guys. I will have them on that list.
Cool. Well, It got me. I love it. Big fan.
Yeah.
Big fan, man. Appreciate all the work coming in. And big news, Mewtwo has cracked the top 100.
Yes, he fucking has.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Music to my ears. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, Beck. Thank you. That is Beck. Breakfast. Say hi to Beck. Send him a gift, will you? The guy doing all this work. Love it. Thanks for coming on, buddy. All right. That was Beck. Man, these guys doing so much work. I love today. I really love Wednesday. I love talking to Mike. I love talking to Matt. I love talking to the coordinates list, folks. It's a good time, man. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. Wait, I'm getting spoiled over here. I got Wisconsin. I had Wisconsin finest hanging out yesterday with me. And then I had Beck and Mike, and my God, boy, coming back from illness, I'll tell you, I don't feel like I'm getting spoiled. It's fantastic. Love it. Yeah, Compliance, why aren't you coming on? Why don't you come on, Compliance? Huh? Why don't you come on and say hi to the lovely folks? All right, everybody. So, we won't take up too much of your time. We're just gonna look. We have Hero Day today. We went over the store. We already went over. Check out new video, by the way, I put out. If you missed us yesterday with Taylor, I threw it on a video so everybody could see it to cut out. I saved Taylor. I saved Survivor Taylor for a week to show everybody how valuable she is. And there's a video out there now. I put it on our account just to show how valuable she actually is and what she gives for gifts. So go check that out. All right. Hero Day. Don't know what you folks are doing. You're getting those exclusives pumped, I hope. So far, the game has listened, and they have not given us anything extra. as we asked for. It's all we were asking for. Just take a break, allow people to go. And it's a big deal. For all you that have said, like, oh, I'm bored, I want something new, and blah, blah, blah. Listen, understand, the free-to-play people, low spenders out there just needed some time to catch up. It's a big deal. And you may think, like, hey, nobody's going to catch up. They're too far behind and blah, blah, blah. But listen, it's the T1s. All they're trying to do is catch up on the T1s. And a couple months, 3 months, 4 months is a big deal. That's another exclusive to 30. You know, these players just need to get all their exclusives to 30. They're already starting to fill out their T1 with regular gold blueprints. So they're going to have their gold blueprints filled out. They're going to have all their exclusives to 30. Their mastery is already done. Most of them are 80% in their tactical, and they're moving to, 80% in their other mastery, and they've moved to tactical. They're moving on that. I'm seeing T11s are getting unlocked. So really good stuff. Like T1 is what we're worried about and pushing and just giving people some time. Buildings are getting caught up from people. If you learned anything last night from the Wisconsin talk that we had, remember to manage those oil buildings. Like don't go after right now, knowing that headquarters is coming up and it's going to cost a shit ton of oil. If you cannot afford to buy oil, do not upgrade oil things. Hospitals, drill grounds, Alliance Center. I would do your normal centers, no matter, like, especially your T1, T2, your centers for whatever your T1, T2 team is. I would still do your wall. Make sure you're doing your wall. And your oil wells, make sure your oil wells are maxed. But other than that, some of those things that cost you oil, just manage your oil smartly, because if you can't buy it, you're going to need to collect it, folks. So make sure you're collecting it, because that last headquarters 35, when we looked on our other partner, Captain Hedgehog, who, by the way, Captain Hedgehog's going to be in here too, making arrangements. Me and him are working it out right now, so we're going to have the old Hedgehog up in here too. As our other partner. But if you go on his website, it shows you how much oil it actually cost, and it was obnoxious. I don't know what it was, like 11 million or something that we did for headquarters 30, and that's with the discount. That was with like the 10%, 15% discount. So can you imagine like how much headquarters 36 is going to be, and 37 is going to be, and 38? Because I can tell you, it's going to be oil. There's nothing else for you to use oil on. So you damn well better believe that the new buildings that come out are going to cost you oil. So, you know, Wisconsin, I think, was up to like 40-something million or 50 million oil. And he's just collecting. He's not upgrading some of those buildings strategically, not upgrading some of those buildings that take oil. So I would recommend, it's a very smart move for all of you out there that are mid-spender or less. Don't spend your oil right now. Knowing if you are getting close to that, if you've already got headquarters 35 and you're on your way, make sure you're conserving that. Go spend it on your RSS squares if you haven't done that. Maybe your spy planes, like stuff that doesn't cost oil after a while, and go after that stuff. But conserve that oil, because you're not gonna. Odds are you don't pay for it, right? You're not paying for tactical. Odds are you're not paying for oil. So save that shit up. Yeah, but compliance, you pay for it anyway. So if somebody told you that it was a crazy amount of oil, you'd pay for it. As would I. So we're in a different boat. You know, doesn't matter how much oil we have. After a while, you just, whatever they say it is, you can just go out and buy it. Yeah, exactly. But for free to play, low spend, and stuff like that, they're going to get trapped. So if they start spending stuff and upgrading these oil buildings, you're just going to get trapped. You think you want drill grounds. I'm telling you right now, the amount of oil that it costs to upgrade those drill grounds, if you are like free to play low spender, it's not worth it for you. You do not need that many troops. Like, really think about it. You lose troops so friggin' often. You can't fill them in a week anyway. There's no way you're building that many troops anyway. So don't worry about it. You don't need to worry about getting 60,000, 70,000 troops. You're one unshield and you lose all those troops to somebody, and how long is it going to take you to fill up a drill grounds at 60,000? 65,000. Like, think about it. So just be realistic. Like, you just don't need that many. You don't need that many troops. Just fill them up. Manage in your hospital and just manage it and be smart about your upgrades. So that's all. Yeah, so hopefully you are moving along with your exclusives, saving your glitter coins, as we talked about here. I'm very close. I'm about to upgrade. For me, I'm going to get my Universal Deco 1000 because I want that 1000 Deco. I have done my red prints and my thing. I actually have not even put my new red prints on. I need to put, there we go. So now I have two left to finish my second team of red prints. I think I have 4 prints. So I need 6 more, which I'll get 2 more here. It's like a tease to do the 2 at a time, but we'll be good. We'll be good. Yes. East, you guys know, yeah, there is supposed to be an Easter event coming up for this Easter. You won't see anything from me about it or talking about it until we actually get our grubby hands on the information, and then you guys, I will share it like every other event that we do. I'll help you out, but you know, I'm not gonna I don't give you a pre-event look, my man. You know that. I'm not making 4 videos just around an Easter event. I will make it when it comes out and it actually helps you. But until then, yeah. Well, I'm sure, listen, you know me in events. The number one thing for events, my deco. Got to get the deco. So save your pennies out there, mid-spenders. Make sure you're gearing up for that event, because for 1 month, if you're going to spend on anything, if you're going to do it and you want to take that monthly and put it to somewhere, try to get the tickets to get some deco, man. It's those tickets are so good. Getting like 750, like you can see right here in glitter event how much it costs to actually get to 1,000 deco. It's incredibly expensive for like a glitter market event to get here. So for the tickets, everybody's focused on the skins and all the other stuff. I'm telling you, get the deco. 750 deco is incredibly good. Incredibly good. Especially if they release a new deco, and that deco is damage reduction. Holy crap. Typically, you can take that 750 and immediately push that new deco to like level 3 with that 750. So you get the new deco and push it to level 3. It is a huge spike in power, and it's awesome. So love that deco. Oh, yeah, it really is. So good. I agree. I agree with you, Compliance. Yeah, damage reduction is so good. I mean, oh, God. I can never get enough of that deco. And to see that these people are like level 7 on deco is quite crazy. So anyway, so hopefully you're out here. You guys know we did the T11s. If you missed this show, we did the T11s. We spiked them out. I do the red prints. I like the purple. So typically I recommend the purple boxes. It's very difficult for me to recommend to you to buy the purple boxes right now, because I feel like the meta has changed somehow in this game that I'm not too happy about. I have opened boxes for 4 weeks, and I have gotten in 4 weeks all of my boxes that I've acquired in 4 weeks. I've gotten 3 chips total. So something has gone on with the meta in this game around opening up chips. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. Not a fan of it. But I will tell you, especially if you're like a mid-spender, the only way to push your chips is very difficult if you don't get the purple boxes. You got to hope for luck. It's like if you're with Air and you're going Skylar, you got to hope for the stun. You're just hoping for it. You know you might not get it. You know it might not be your time. Doesn't mean you can't try. You got to go for it. So hopefully you get lucky with the purple boxes, because it's the quickest way to get those skill chips up, is to just be lucky. You played a lotto. With them purple boxes. Yeah. And then myself, I have not decided if I'm going to go for some blueprints or not yet. I do need some more blueprints for my tank, but I'm not sure. I might just save my glitter coins that I have for next time. listen, I need a ton of these. I think I need like 4,000 every time I do the cores. So, and I got a funny feeling that eventually I might have to do the material. Eventually, I'm not sure, but the material is getting higher up and it's starting to cost more and more. So I don't know. We'll have to see how all that works itself out. All right. As you guys know, Gold Vein has getting released. Listen, unfortunately, Gold Vein around here is not going to be very exciting. I've kind of broken this down for you guys a little bit and braced you for the Gold Vein and how unexcited we are, not for the event, but because of the laziness that took place to not create a new server grouping for it. So the old server grouping is still here for this. I know a lot of you share in that opinion. The reason why you didn't like Season 5, you guys are going to run into the same, if you are in the same server that you were before, you're going to run into the same problem that you had. Listen, I had the problem with servers that teamed up on us. We left 71, we came to 118, and it fell into the same problem where 118 dealt with the same thing in Season 5. And so many of you have shared your same stories with me about Season 5 and how you didn't like it and the reason why you didn't like it. And, you know, and unfortunately, now you got to relive Season 5 and go in. So, unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of action. There'll be me fighting. I'll probably lose a bunch of troops. We're just going to try to get points, like, you know, open up our chests and get the rewards. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of battle prep or action considering the lineup and how it works out for the servers. It doesn't really matter. I'll tell you what, number one, it doesn't really matter based on how the gang up rules work. It's going to basically be a few dead servers that are going to be with us, teaming up with us against like 4 or 5 VIP18s in this structure. It just doesn't make sense. It's completely outnumbered. But the other thing is, like you just said, Savage, which I'll go over in a minute. Yeah, Season 6 is coming. And, you know, going over Season 6, like, who's going to want to use all of their resources and speed ups on Gold Vein when we all know how many diamonds and speed ups and everything we just went through in Season 5? So we can't afford to sit here and dump more. We keep doing it with meteorites and everything else. So high spenders are spending just hundreds of thousands of diamonds on these events when it comes to meteorites and teleports and what I'm telling you, giving you an inside look at it. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. If there are high spenders, we are spending way too many diamonds on things like teleports and stuff like that. And we know that we're going to be counted on when it comes to our drill grounds being full and the fighting and the diamond speed that we need to do and the troop speed ups we need to do. You're going to count on us to do that, right? And I'm sorry, but like you don't want me to waste a bunch of it in something like Gold Vein when I got Season 6 around the corner. So yeah, we're stocking up on days right now. I recommend you do the same if you're going to be entering Season 6, just as I gave you. Listen, you heard my advice before Season 5, right? We were doing this. And what did I say to you? You can go back and listen to the show. I told you time and time again, guys, make sure we're paying attention and stocking up on speed ups because you're going to go through like troops like crazy. You're going to run out of troops. Make sure you have speed ups. I beat that into your heads constantly. And what happened? Season 5, pour through your troops. Pour through your speed ups, right? Season 6, learn from the past. The same thing is coming for Season 6. Same exact thing, guys. So we're entering in. Just make sure you're conscious. Don't waste your speed ups. Don't use it. Now is not the time to push buildings. Now is not the time to sit here and push a shit ton of tech to use up all your speed ups, your universals. Save those. Just save them and guard them and keep them because you're going to want to train troops during the season to participate. It's going to be it sounds like it's another fighting season. So, anyway, that's QB's service announcement for you. Yeah, so let me, I saw the game. We'll get into this real quick before we go for the day. Let you go. So let's get into Season 6, right? The game, for those of you that do not know, I will actually put this in. The game here, Last War Survivor game, officially released something for this, which you can go into after. I will put this into the chat if anybody wants it. Is there. So the game officially released a teaser for the game. You can go in. It kind of tells you about the game and you know, a lot of the stuff going on with it. So that you'll find on YouTube from the official Last War game. The other thing that you'll be able to find is on your own is the game released a wiki page. This is straight out of the game information here. Oh, did I lose my oh, here we go. There you go. So there is the Wiki Last War page there. So you have that. All right. And so on this Wiki Last War page, it goes over some stuff. So I'll just touch on a couple of the things here for the Wiki Last War page that I think is pretty cool for the game. So they're going to have the war attack and defense, but they're no more center of the map. So they're not fighting in the center of the map like Season 5 was. It looks like they're going back to these zones in these maps, the way that they describe it. So you're fighting like, the way that video, if you watch that video, it looks like you're right next to one another. So you're fighting in coordinates here. I don't know if there's an attack and a defense one or something. So it looks like this here. The deep woods and the wetlands are fighting against one another. So, but it looks like you're in blocks instead of just fighting over property in the middle. You're fighting over territories, which is, I mean, similar to what they used to do, right? So it's nothing crazy there. I do like, you know, that they're doing that for the map. There are some cool things about this season, though. So enemy cities can be captured and destroyed after capture. No surprise, similar to what they've done in the past for alliance points and rankings. Nothing new there, right? You can attack cities, you can destroy, you know, all the same stuff. There's a new altar that they're saying. So this occupying the altar is going to unlock powerful alliance skills, such as Warlord, Missile, Fortify, and cooldown resets. So this sounds cool. This is what we need more of. I think it's very fun. I know some people get frustrated. Now there's a combination that goes into this of what frustrates people too. So people don't just get frustrated because things get complicated, all right? People aren't dummies. They enjoy the game and they enjoy the strategy. The problem with this conflict is people want more strategy, but the game doesn't do a good job of explaining things. And that's where people run into trouble. So when you release battle cards and you release things like core cards and you say how these cool, they are cool and strategic, but when you don't explain them well to folks, then people get frustrated. And people all of a sudden are like, screw your battle card, screw whatever, because I don't know what the hell is going on. And that's true. So hopefully, you know, these things, I love these strategic things that you create, like objectives and stuff. It sounds really cool. I love hearing these things, especially when it's strategic. I'm a fan. Already, I can tell you I'm a fan, especially if we're going down that road of strategically using it. But yeah, we got to explain how to use it to people, just so they understand. Faction technology sounds good. Faction members collectively contribute resources to boost overall battle power. This sounds absolutely awesome. I love the fact that you would be working together with your faction and contributing to something like resources to boost overall battle power. That sounds awesome. Big fan of that. And I look forward to that. I look forward to another way that you can work with your faction to build things collectively. It sounds like a lot of fun. And I think it helps strategically if you're working in a faction when you're working towards a common goal. So a lot of times in the factions in the past, what we've done is, hey, I'll help you fight. When I'm done with my war, we'll come over and help you. That's basically it. That's the only thing it meant by being in a faction. That strong team won't attack us because they're in our faction. And number two, hey, when they're done with their battle, they'll come over and help us. That's it. That's what faction equaled, right? This sounds like you're actually collectively working together to get resources for overall battle power. I'm a fan of that. I think that that's really good structurally to make you want to gel together more with your faction. It's more meaningful. So I'm a fan of that. Faction influence tier buff. So accumulate, capture, and destroy destruction influence points to capture your tier and unlock stronger faction buffs. That's the key word right there. Stronger faction buffs. Again, you're working towards something to tier buffs and up faction buffs. That sounds awesome. Again, more stronger faction, because I'll tell you what else it usually means. It usually means people like free to play and low spenders have more advantages. There's something coming that's going to equal the playing field a little bit, give them a boost, give them some help, make them stronger. Think about like protectors and stuff like that. So that's cool. I do like the sound of that as well. Countermeasure mechanism, unite as one. Now, I take this one with a grain of salt, right? It says when a war zone falls behind, it gains additional buffs to enhance its ability to counterattack, ensuring every battle remains competitive. Okay, like the concept of it. We'll have to wait to see what that really means, right? Like, what buffs? Like, how strong are they? Is it OP? Like, does it make it too much? Or is it fair? Is it kind of like, I don't know. I guess I just have to think. I understand what they're going for there. Countermeasure. Truthfully, what I would like to see is them starting to make these seasons more equal in servers. So stop being scared to combine the top 8 servers into a season. You want to put 8 servers together? Make them all great. Make them all strong. Top 8, then 9 through 16, then 17 through... Keep bracketing down. You already know how strong the servers are. Don't be scared to put the strong servers with the strong servers. Make it competitive. Let's do that. Let's do that. That's what I say. And then let the weak servers play with the weak servers. Let's not just throw the weak servers out for like candy for the stronger servers to just beat them at their will and whatever. Make it challenging. Make it completely challenging and make people earn it. Make people actually go, no matter who you get, you're going to get a strong partner. You're not going to have to worry about getting teamed up with a weaker faction. Oh, I got the weaker faction. No, none of that crap. Because I'll tell you what, it just makes the weaker factions feel like crap. It just, all you're doing is you're like picking the last kid at dodgeball. You know what I mean? You're throwing the weak squad, your weak server in. Nobody wants them as a partner because they can't help. They can't do anything. They're not structured, not as active. And I'll tell you what, if you put more of the weaker servers together, you'll get more participation. I can guarantee you it's more motivating for a weaker player if they look over on the other side and nobody is over 200 million THP. And they go, holy crap, we have a chance. Wow, magically you'll be surprised how much you motivate people more than if all of a sudden they look on the other side and they see Stickman. And they're like, holy crap, we got to go against Stickman? Forget it. I'd rather go out for the weekend. I'm good. I'll shield up. They don't even play. Why would they? They can't compete. Their team can't compete. Their server probably can't compete. So if you want them to be more active, put them with like servers. Why are we chasing around and trying to combine these servers that don't make sense? So I think it's about time we change that. So I think you need that a little less when you start equaling out the servers, is all my point is here. Form alliance pack. Alliances within the same server can coordinate more closely, advance through shared territory, and support each other in defense, strengthening faction coordination. Sounds great. I'm all for having more communication within the factions. Like I told you previously, there was not much of it. There's just, hey, when I'm done fighting, I'll come help you. So anything that's past that and we structure, I think that's good. I think that would be good too. And this is probably the best one. And this one is Compliance is going to love. So the promote progression system introduced Season 6 allows you to upgrade designated heroes to an awakened stage when certain conditions are met, unlocking powerful awakening skills, which will replace the original 4th skill and inherit its effects. So if you're wondering what that means, my guess is what they're going for there. Oh, I got invited to the train. Look at this Dober. Except, hold on, folks. Break. Frame break. Hold on. Oh, I want this box. Definitely want that one. And I will take the ore. Or do I want I'll take the gears. Yeah, gears and speed ups. Yep. Give me that one and that one. Sweet. Love it. Ore. I got plenty of ore, bro. But you know how much ore I have right now there, Compliance? Where's my ore? Hold on. Who am I upping? Compliance, I have 277,000 ore right now. Give me a break. Plenty of ore. Yeah, I'm doing something wrong. I don't have enough shit. I don't have enough prints. You don't pay attention when I talk. I swear. I talk to this guy. You would think you think I wouldn't talk to Compliance every day. He should know my team inside and out at this point. I promise. I'm complaining about his gear, but I'm telling you, I don't have enough prints. That's why I told you that I might buy prints this month in here, because I'm only have like, I can only move, I think, one person up for prints. I need prints. Yeah, you got plenty. Don't you? That's the concept of the game, Compliance. They short you one resource. you give me a break. You have plenty of ore. You have no prints. When you have plenty of prints, you have no ore. That's the concept of the game. You have plenty of building. You have no oil. You have plenty of iron. You have no gold. You have plenty of gold. You have no valor. Like, that's the game is good at that. That's the premise. That's what it does. So what we were looking at here is when it's talking about the fourth skill, it's basically saying this fourth skill right here, the expertise that's always level 1 that you know it's automatically maxed. So it'll be interesting if that's what they're actually referring to when they talk about the fourth skill in the game. Let's see. Where did my wiki go? Okay. Yeah, so the original fourth skill. So that'll be pretty cool if they have some new skill. We'll see who it goes on. It says designated heroes, so we'll see what heroes they're actually designating for this. Is it going to be one of the 15 that we already have the exclusives on? Or will it be like new heroes? You know, everybody's been wanting to do like Scarlet and stuff like that. Will it be a UR hero that finally gets an additional thing? Not sure what we'll do there. But yeah, so it's promising. I think at this point, I don't know there's a whole ton to talk about, right? You guys, I gave you the links that I'm looking at right now so you guys can see it for yourself on YouTube or in the wiki guides to see these sites that are put out by the game. Season 6 is coming. And by the way, when they say coming soon, that could be 2 months, right? So yeah, there's nothing really to me. The game has put everything out that we need. There's nothing really much to cover or talk about because at the end of the day, we just don't know what it means. Stock up on gold bricks and power up your march. Gold bricks like the paying gold bricks, I would guess. Unlock faster growth, star armies, exit factions, dominate in the shadow rainforest. Listen, okay. Now I said all this, right? That I don't have a problem with season 6 and going through this. Okay. Okay. Now can I be honest with you? You want me to lay into a little honesty before I let you go this evening about this? Is that what you're looking for? Let me get a drink real quick. Okay. Here's the thing, people. Here's the thing. All right. Come close. Come in close. Let's have a quick chat. Come in close. Let's all gather around real quick. I don't really give a shit about season 6. I don't need season 6. We don't need season 6 to have fun. We need another winter storm, is what we need. We need more Warzone duels instead of meteorites. If you would team up our versus teams every single week, if you would make Meteorite against your kill event opponent. So the only people in Meteorite should be 4 teams that are against each other in versus, that have each other in kill event. That would mean every single kill event, the first 30 minutes is unshielded. If you want to play in Meteorite, you are unshielded for kill event. Now we're talking. We have these things. Just insert them. Allow people to fight. That's what people want to do. And you already have the things people like. So many people loved Desert Brawl. They love Desert Brawl. I can't tell you how many people wrote to me on Discord and in our alliance and everybody else that says, oh my God, I love Desert Brawl. Desert Brawl was such a fun event. It was so good. You can still gather cores and crystals while shielded. Go ahead. It doesn't matter if you have cores and crystal. You can still have the safe zone. The point is, if you want to go in, you have to go into Meteorite against your kill event opponent. Why can't you shield? Why can't you shield? Who doesn't allow it? There's the zone outside that has, I see people shielding, collecting shit all the time in Meteorite. What are you talking about? You can only collect certain ones. You know that, right? Like, you can't collect all of them. There's like the big ones you can't collect or something. No, you can collect. You can only collect certain ones. You can only collect like the small ones or something. But I see people all the time that are on the outside over here that are collecting. Exactly. Yeah, there you go, circles. Yeah. You just can't collect the blood black, whatever. But you can collect if you want the stellar cores, that's what I'm saying. You got to risk it for the biscuit. You got to risk it for the biscuit against your kill event opponent. Not just random opponents, your kill event opponent. Now that's war. That's what I'm talking about. That's fighting. Now we're cooking. Now we got something working. So I want versus against my kill event opponent, or Meteorite against the kill event opponent every time. And instead of Meteorite, I was much prefer Warzone duel. So give us more Warzone duels. You can give us Desert Brawls. Desert Brawls was a fun event when people can fight like that. That would be nice. There's no reason you can't give us another Winter Storm. We've gone over this over and over again. Nobody is doing shit on Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night. You don't need a season. You just need to use the events you have. You want to keep people busy, occupied, and having fun? Then let them do a Winter Storm. You don't need a new Overlord to have fun. You don't need a new headquarters to have fun. You just need the events that exist. Let them play the events that exist. That's what they need. That's what needs to happen to develop and make the week more fun, to make the week more interactive. They need more fighting. They need more interactive events to do. Not the season. It doesn't have to be. You already have these things that exist. Just copy and paste the code. We've talked about it. It's that easy, by the way. Ask any developer out there that you know out there. Go to your alliance today and ask them, and they will tell you. I know what I'm talking about. I work with developers. They already have the code for Winter Storm. All they have to do is copy that code and put it on a different day. It's that simple, guys. I'm not making it more simple than it's that simple. That's how the shit works. It's the same goddamn event. So the only thing I'm telling you that they're not doing, the only reason why they're not doing it to me is because they're nervous about giving out too many awards. They're worried about giving you too many honor points. And I mean, that's so sad, right? Because what is it? One print? We're keeping people from doing the event for one print? Really? You don't want to just throw them a freaking print? to have an entire day of fun? Winter Storm is all day long. You give them 6 different hours to do it. That's like a whole day of fun that they can plan and organize around. You know, like, it's just simple stuff like this that makes it more fun. Warzone duels are more fun. It's in your entire server against another server. And it allows you to stack the deck however you want with the servers. You could do the top 8 servers, the next 8 servers, just as I explained for the season. You could do that for Warzone duels. You can make them competitive and fun. These things already exist. That's all we need. People are bored and they're asking for different things like overlords or whatever because they just want activity. They want to be able to do things in the game rather than just show up and spend money. And sure, you have everybody with the addiction to spending and the addiction to buying. They already do that. So as much as everybody will complain about whatever they'll complain about and blah, 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 and they'll swipe their card and they'll give you whatever. Okay, that's fine. But the point is, just give them something to do. You would shut everybody's mouth if you just kept them active. If you just gave them the events that they're looking for and not so scared to give them a few extra honor points. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I don't know who hears this, but I'm going to speak into the mic and tell you they're already struggling to get their prints out of the honor store. I don't want to burst your bubble, but they already have a problem. They already can't get 560,000 honor points. They struggle with that. A lot of the people in these stronger alliances don't get to even go into Desert Storm. They might not make the cut. They might not make the sign up. It's not everybody's allowed to be in there from the alliance, so they might miss out. Don't be scared to give people a few extra honor points because they're struggling as it is. So it's okay. It's okay. It's safe. We're in a safe spot. We have 300 and whatever VIP18s. We're in a safe spot in this game. We've got plenty of money pumping in. You can give out 10 honor points or whatever, 1 extra print. So that's my opinion. That's just how I feel about Season 6. It's not that I have any problem with it. I actually think that things look kind of cool coming into it. The Gold Vein, I thought they were very lazy because they didn't create a new map. But the Season 6 stuff looks fun. All I'm saying is we don't need Season 6 to make the game better. We have the tools in front of us. They just need to execute on them. And hopefully somebody will. And why, for the God, I mean, we get into this, but we used to have 2 winter storms. We actually took a step back. I don't know where the hell this came. I don't know on what dope they were talking to that was giving them advice that some person in a room said, you know what people are complaining about? They just don't like that there's 2 winter storms. I think if they just had one that was worth, I don't know, like a little bit less honor points, because right now they can get 20,000 in a week. We should give them one that's worth 16,000. They would be so much happier. Who's telling them this? Who feeds them this data? I really don't believe they thought up this on their own. I really don't think developers sat in a room that are billionaires, by the way, of how much money this game is making, and sat there and thought to themselves, we got to cut a winter storm. I just don't believe that. They got bad, somebody gave them bad advice. It just doesn't make sense. Because you had 2 winter storms, you improved the winter storm, you listened to the feedback. People complained all the time because they had to win three matches to get their honor points out of winter storm, and you listened to that feedback. You improved that. It was awesome. Everybody loves the improvement of winter storm now that it's for points instead. So all they need to do is just play it, and now they get their honor points. Everybody loves that. Love that improvement. That was universal. But Jesus Christ, then you took one away. I mean, just like, it's wild. Whoever's having these conversations. But anyway, I am a supporter of Season 6. I just would like, just allow people to do some more fighting during the week is all I say. And I think people will be very happy with the progress in the game that we're moving forward. There's been a lot of positive that have come through, especially with the matchmaking for Warzone duels and stuff. I just think that we've come a long leap years in front of doing some of that matchmaking. But geez, guys, oof. My Lord, just give us some more fighting here and there. But anyway, they use more generative AI than you might. I'm sure they do, but if they use generative AI, what would that have to do with? What would that have to do with one winter storm? Generative AI would still need feedback. It would still need feedback from people to be like, oh yeah, I don't like winter storm. Well, my guess is that they took either that or they took the feedback wrong, and people were very upset with winter storm because they needed the way that it was designed to get 3 wins, and people didn't like that structure of it, not realizing that once you went to the points, everybody embraced it. So I just think that it's not. I don't know. I just don't think the right people are being listened to really know the core, your core audience of what the different folks are looking for. But so somebody they're listening to is right, because at the end of the day, to me, they still have not come out with anything new, and they were allowing people to catch up with buildings and structure and collection of RSS and upgrading things and their T1 pathways. So I think they're listening. I'll be even more trusting if they come out with some new tech as their next item. New non-Valor tech of some kind right now would be the next move, even before the season, by the way. I mean, really, like, people are ready for the non-Valor tech now. They were ready for the non-Valor tech a long time ago, but definitely every person in this game that's been done with Season 5, I guarantee the people who are done with Season 4 are probably sitting there like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm good. Time for non-Valor tech. Yeah, you can drop that at any time. You don't have to wait on that one. That could be done. If I wake up in the morning with a game update and there's a whole new tech tree of non-Valor tech, yep, perfect. You're dead on with that one. But yeah, outside of that, I'm not entirely sure. But either way, a special thank you out to the Coordinates List folks for showing up on Wednesday. Always nice to have you guys in. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Beck, for all the work you did. Special shout out to them. Thank you to the community for being here. You guys always knock it out the park. Always knock it out the park. Compliance says you're doing a great job, so that must mean something right there. All right. Again, you guys know the drill. You guys could have been anywhere tonight, and you were with us, and for that, I appreciate you. WWC 18 out.